The automatic doors of Grant's supermarket slid open with a soft whoosh, letting in the warm summer breeze as Maya Lawson stepped inside. The air-conditioned chill of the store was a stark contrast to the sweltering heat outside. She had just finished a grueling 12-hour shift at the hospital and only wanted to grab a few essentials before heading home. Dressed in navy blue scrubs, her hospital ID clipped to the collar, Maya's movements were swift and efficient. She maneuvered through the aisles, mentally checking off her shopping list: almond milk, fresh produce, a few snacks, and something quick for dinner. But as she reached for a carton of almond milk, she caught movement in the convex security mirror above. Greg Simmons, the store manager, tall, thick-set, with thinning hair and a permanent scowl. Greg had a habit of scrutinizing certain customers. Maya had shopped here for years, but each time, she felt his watchful gaze, especially on her. She sighed inwardly. Not today. I'm too tired for this. Ignoring the heavy stare, she made her way toward self-checkout, scanning her items methodically. But before she could pay, heavy footsteps approached, followed by a sharp voice. "Ma'am, I need you to step aside." A hush fell over the self-checkout section. Maya turned to see Greg, standing inches away, arms crossed, his tone firm. "Excuse me," she asked, her grip tightening on the scanner. His gaze hardened. "We have reason to believe you were attempting to leave without paying for some of your items." A ripple of whispers spread among the other customers. Maya's jaw clenched. "That's not true. I haven't even finished scanning my groceries." Greg scoffed. "Our cameras caught you putting something in your bag before checkout. Either you hand it over, or I call the police." Her heart pounded, not from fear, but from humiliation. The mother at the next register hesitated, watching intently. A man with headphones pulled out one earbud, sensing a scene unfolding. With controlled precision, Maya unzipped her handbag and pushed it toward Greg. "Go ahead. Search it." Greg hesitated for a split second before grabbing the bag. He rummaged through its contents: wallet, phone, keys, a tube of hand sanitizer. Nothing belonging to the store. Silence stretched. Maya arched an eyebrow. "Find anything?" Greg's nostrils flared. "You must have dropped it before I got here." The rage that had been simmering in Maya boiled to the surface, but she refused to let it spill over. She squared her shoulders. "You just publicly accused me of stealing. You should apologize." Greg's lip curled. "I don't owe you anything." Maya inhaled deeply. "You'll regret this." Then she picked up her bag and walked out, ignoring the weight of judgmental stares behind her. Back at her apartment, Maya collapsed into her chair, her hands shaking. She could let it go. Move on. But that wasn't Maya Lawson. Instead of stewing in anger, she opened her laptop and began researching. Grant's Supermarket was a struggling regional chain. This particular location, the one where Greg worked, was underperforming. And after digging deeper, she found something interesting. The chain was looking to offload unprofitable stores. A slow smile spread across her face. She had been saving and investing wisely for years. What if she bought the store? It was an insane idea, but also perfect. She made some calls. Within a week, she had investors. Within a month, she had negotiated a deal. And 2 months later, it was official. She owned Grant's Supermarket. The automatic door slid open once again, but this time, Maya didn't walk in as a customer. She walked in as the owner, dressed in a tailored black blazer, pressed trousers, and heels that clicked with confidence. She strode past the aisles toward the manager's office. Employees watched with curiosity, sensing something different about her presence today. She knocked once before pushing the door open. Greg looked up from his desk, startled. His expression shifted from annoyance to confusion. "You again? What do you want?" Maya set a folder down in front of him. "I wanted to tell you in person." Greg frowned, flipping open the folder. His eyes scanned the documents: financial agreements, sale transactions, and at the top, her name. His face paled. This can't be real." Maya crossed her arms. "Oh, it's real. I bought this store, Greg. I own it now." Greg's hands trembled as he rifled through the paperwork. "No, this is some kind of joke." Maya smirked. "No joke. And guess what the first order of business is? Greg swallowed. You're fired. Silence. Greg's mouth opened and closed, his face turning red. You can't do this. I just did. Maya's voice was steady. He shot up from his chair. I have worked here for 15 years. You don't know the first thing about running a store. Maya shrugged. That's why I'm hiring competent staff. Greg's fists clenched. You have no right to. I have every right. She leaned forward slightly. And you have until the end of the day to pack your things and leave. Security will escort you out if necessary. Greg stared at her, his entire body vibrating with barely contained rage. This isn't over, he hissed. Maya gave him a cool smile. Oh, it is. Then she turned and walked out, leaving him standing there, powerless. With Greg gone, Maya got to work. She called a staff meeting and addressed the employees directly. Let me be clear. This store is under new management, and we will treat every customer, regardless of race, gender, or background, with respect. If anyone has a problem with that, now's your time to leave. The employees exchanged glances. A few nodded in approval. She took a deep breath and continued. I know some of you worked under Greg for years. I won't hold that against you. But the way things were run before. She shook her head. That ends now. Slowly, the tension in the room eased. Employees who had suffered under Greg's leadership now saw an opportunity for change. And Maya, she felt something she hadn't felt in a long time. Justice. A week later, Greg tried to get revenge. He went to the corporate office, claiming Maya had no experience and would ruin the store. Corporate responded with a simple statement. She owns the store. You don't. Greg was done, bitter and jobless. He tried applying to other supermarkets. But Maya's reputation as a fair businesswoman spread quickly. No one wanted to hire a man who had been fired for discrimination. The last Maya heard, Greg was working in a warehouse across town, far away from a position of power. And as for Grant's supermarket, under Maya's leadership, sales increased, employee satisfaction soared, and customers felt safe shopping there. And it all started with one moment of injustice. But unlike before, Maya had the power to change it. And she did.